I talked about how the CBDC would turn into the mark of the beast, but I also talk about other things going on that's going to put you under their control as they develop the mark of the beast. And it's a pretty frightening presentation, but it's based on research I've done on this. And here's what I can tell you with what they call interoperability. You heard that term if you watched that video. The systems would all be integrated into a schematic whole. They'd use the same messaging systems. There's usually right now about 3 or 4 good choices. I believe it'll get down to 1. And then they got you because they say, okay, now we got the CBDC, but Mr. Hodges, you owe this credit card company, you owe them $50,000. We're going to deduct everything above and beyond what you need to eat and to pay your rent. You'll have no discretionary income until this debt is paid. That's what you would see. And so I'm telling you that if you think the end of the dollar is here and it doesn't matter what I do, why do you think I've been telling people, Dave, what should I do? If you can pay off your house, that's great, because chances are you get to keep it, because then all you got to worry about is property taxes. Maybe. Well, depends how far CBDC goes to tokenizing your assets. And I covered that too in that video that you want to watch. But the reality is the more you pay off, the least beholden you are to the system, the more freedom you'd have in this captive system called CBDC. And of course, we also mentioned Bitcoin, gold, silver, other precious metals is where you need to go to try to create a parallel system of wealth outside what they're doing. And you got to hope that crypto, for example, doesn't become centralized into their blockchain, because then they'll control that too. There's no way they can do this with gold. There's no way they can do it with other precious metals. That's why we're bullish on Noble Gold. But the reality is this, is that if you think you're going to get away with skipping out on the debts coming into this catastrophe of hyperinflation and dollar collapse, I think you're sadly mistaken. I wouldn't tell you to do it anyway, because I don't think it's moral. It's not proper. But even if I wasn't so inclined to say do the right thing, you have to do the right thing here, because you'll pay the piper down the road. Because here's something I didn't even mention. You have that $50,000 credit card debt. How much interest are they going to charge you? Well, the going rate right now is 28.05%. Oh my gosh. You won't live to see the end of that debt. And will they pass that debt on to your children? There are no roadmaps for this. There's no rules. Anything is possible.